What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy ProCat, and today I decided to start a Skyblock co-op with randoms. So it kind of all started when I was in lobby and I saw an Ironman player asking for XP. Now I had no idea that this dude had literally just started, so I kind of wasted a Titanic XP bottle on him, which is something I infinitely regret. But so we kind of started talking, and I was like, "Hey, can I join your co-op?" And he was like, "Sure." So I decided to join the co-op, and it was an interesting experience. It wasn't a horrible experience, but I definitely would not recommend joining a co-op with randoms for the long term. So starting off, I was unsure of my footing. I was still being pretty formal. And the first thing these people are talking about is gardening, and I'm automatically shocked, okay? Because most sane people do not do gardening within the first 5 or 10 minutes. They're doing good stuff like getting lapis armor, and I'm just kind of in shock over this. So without that, I'm like, okay, and I kind of take that in stride. So I'm still thinking about this. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'm gonna go mine. This is decent because that means there's, I guess, not multiple people working on something, and I can see my boy Chalice is working on forging also. He says at some point he was working on forging and like some cut footage, but I don't know. I was just kind of like, what? So after a little bit of party chat, technical difficulties, I finally figured a plan out, and without further ado, went to go get into the deep caverns. Hey, we're done. Alright, let's see what reforge we get. Please be sharp, please be sharp, please be sharp. And oh my god, bro, there's no way. Upon continuing my journey into the deep caverns, I saw my good old co-op member speedrunning the sand collection. I was in shock. I was like, what is you doing, brother? What is you doing, brother? Because it's just been steadily going up this entire time. I'm like, oh my god, bro, get a life, bro. Why don't you mine something useful, please? But of course, being random, he chose not to mine you something useful, so it just steadily kept going up. But while I was doing all this, I was grabbing the pickaxe, getting started on mining because apparently I have to be mining level 5 to get into the deep caverns. I really didn't remember this. This is a scam. But while I was doing all this, I had a chance to release my inner philosopher. Oh my god, bro. So I gave up on trying to educate my co-op members and went back to mining. And it wasn't much longer before I had entered the deep caverns. I was finally here, so now I can get one shot by lapis zombies all day. I'm so happy. And now it was finally time to get down to the business of Hypixel Skyblock, mindlessly grinding for hours at a time. I was so excited to do this again. I've started so many profiles recently, and I was just thrilled to have to do this exact grind for like the 20th time in a row. But there was no way around it because this was going to be a permanent series, right? Right? editor's note, it was not a permanent series. This was planned to be an actual series where this would go on for a while. But I soon figured out that my co-op members did literally nothing after the first play session. They were not on at all. Like, last seen 20 days ago, level of not on, bro. These people did not get on. And I'm not gonna lie, that is the main reason why I would not recommend starting a Hypixel co-op with strangers, because it was just horrible, alright, bro? It was just, I did all that grinding for nothing. They never even got on after the first session. So, I did a bunch more grinding, and I got everybody a bunch armor. I didn't get them a full set yet. That was planned to be the next episode, but spoilers, I did get them a full set of armor. And yeah, I asked around. I was like, hey, who wants the armor? And just crickets. Like, look at this, alright? Look how long it takes him to respond. Just watch this, okay? This is at 4x speed, alright? This little video clip you're gonna see, this is going at 4 times speed. This is how long it took them to respond to this. And finally, after all that time, they still hadn't responded. So I sent out another message asking, no, really, who wants this armor? And then I went and farmed even more. Look at this, bro. Look at this. This is a disgrace, bro. How are you gonna not respond to your own co-op member, bro? This is foul. Are you kidding me? I mean, I had time to go turn in my pickaxe to the lapis miner to grab this little compactor, because once again, preparing for long term here, go kill some more lapis zombies, and then finally he responded, keep it in a chest or something. So that's exactly what I went to go do. Put all my lapis armor up in the chest, and called it a night. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story of why you should never, ever start a co-op with strangers in Hypixel. Post-production note here, I do want to give a disclaimer. These people were awesome in every other way except getting on. You know, they caused me no trouble. They weren't like offensive or anything. So they weren't like bad people or anything, but they just don't get on ever. So yeah, no hate or anything.